everybody. So this week I've got to start cleaning out the inside of the stable, so I want to try and get rid of all the cobwebs and stuff that have accumulated over the summer. I've started painting the stables, so you'll probably be able to see, well, you probably won't be able to see, but I've painted the outside and this side, but I've still got to do this. I had to jet wash Basil's door to get all the food off it that he slobbered down, which I did yesterday, and unfortunately he's made a mess again this morning, as he does, and jet washed the inside of the door and he's already put food down it. Anyway, so I want to try and get the cobwebs out of here. That's the mark where his wet hay goes, but obviously he's got all cobwebs in the corners, and because they're hardly coming in and he's having soaked hay, he's getting lots of water in that, so he doesn't seem to be using his water. So I'm having to clean that out every week at the moment because it gets all dusty on the top because he's not using it. So the window needs doing. All the stables obviously need doing. There's all cobwebs, and I don't know how Basil gets the shavings up the wall, but he does. All the way up here, look, this is that's where we had a slight accident with the antibiotics one morning, and it squirted on the ceiling because he moved his head. So there's all yuck inside of all the windows. So I want to do that this morning and clean the windows. I may only get his stable done today. Oh, we've got a little friend here. We've got two friends actually. We've got a Daisy friend and a Tommy friend. And I might just insert here a little video I did this morning of Tommy. I won't tell you what it is because you can see. Doesn't he look a smart boy? Very smart boy. I'm not sure he's going to move. You going to move? That's it, good boy. You're going to come say hello. Good boy. And the straps are hanging down at the moment, I'm afraid. Well, that's very rude. Hey, you look smart. You do. So it's not a particularly thick one. It's just got a little filling in. It's not just a rain sheet, because those are, although they're brilliant, when it absolutely throws it down with rain, they're not actually very waterproof. So I wanted to get one with a little bit of filling. I think it's a 100-gram one, so that it will be in the really wet winter weather. It'll keep him nice and dry. So I thought a neck cover would probably be a little bit too much for him, but it'll keep him nice and warm. So I'm glad he's moving around a little bit in it, getting used to it. Hey, it's a good boy. Won't need it today though, will you? It's not that wet yet, cold and wet yet, is it? We've done his tummy straps up now. I think I'll probably shorten them a bit, but he looks very smart. Do you look very smart? I don't think it'll be that colour for very long. So the horses are having a nice time. The sun's just come out, but it's still quite chilly, so I'm going to take the rugs off in a little bit. And Tommy's come up here for a little nap, I think. Have you, Tom? So I managed to chain harrow the arena last weekend, so that looks smarter as well. Tommy thinks he can be allowed into this part of the field, but there's a tree in there that I'm not sure about. It's got things that look a bit like sycamore. It isn't a sycamore, but it's got the same sort of things on it, so seed cases on, so I've shut them out of there. I mean, I've never had any trouble, but I'm not going to let them in there. So anyway, he thinks he can go in. No, you can't. Anyway, he's completely settled back down again after we had those few days that he was a bit bit nervous of. So anyway, he's looking a lot better. If you notice the arena, which obviously, as I say, I did chain harrow, there are some, I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, there are some big lumps around the edge, and that's because yesterday I thought I'd try and lunge Basil, because obviously he hasn't done anything for weeks, and it was less lunging and more just galloping up and down and bucking and making a huge mess. Of the arena. So he messed it up a bit. Anyway, I still need to go around and rake some of the sides because I haven't got all the sides done. So that's probably a next weekend job. So this morning I'm going to clear out the cobwebs in here. So it's not going to be a very exciting job, but I thought that I would, not going to be very exciting, but I thought I would show you how I do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the use this soft brush to get most of the shavings off the walls. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, so that's the most of the shavings off the wall. Now, obviously I could quite easily go around with that brush and get all the cobwebs down, but I find that I'm constantly pulling the cobwebs off the brush, and I'm not a big fan of spiders. I mean, I'm not frightened of them particularly, but I'm not a big fan of them if they start running up your arm. So I tend to use my Hoover from home, which many people will think is daft, but anyway, that's what I do. So I like Hoover them up. So I brought Henry from home. He's I'm not sure how easy it will be with an upright Hoover, to be honest, but one of these ones, it works quite well. I can't get the cobwebs really high up, unfortunately, because he's too big to sit on the top of a ladder. So I obviously can only get them sort of up to this height, really. I sometimes do manage to get some off the beam where the light is as well. But I basically will start in the corner and just work all the way around then. So that's all hoovered down. As you see, it looks a lot better. I can't see cobwebs now. Much better. So I've got to clean the windows now. And obviously I don't do this very often. I always try and do it at the end of the summer, because obviously it's quite dusty in the summer. And so it's a good thing to get done, because the cobwebs are there for a long time, then they attract all this dust, and then it makes the stable more dusty, which obviously for Basil is not ideal. So I've always done it at the end of the summer into the autumn, before or just after they come in at night, because usually they're all in the day, and obviously it's difficult to do then, so I usually wait till the weekend, I swap them over. But because Basil's Basil's not allowed to eat much hay, they're going out again in the day, so normally they would be in at night by now. so I probably would have done it a couple of 3 weeks ago, but it's a lovely day, so I'm doing it today. So I haven't got the ones really high up. I could get a ladder and wobble and balance, but I'm not overly worried about the ones really high up. The stables are quite well ventilated anyway, so I'm going to clean the windows now with my bucket of water and a bit of washing up liquid. I'm going to do them inside. I think I'll do the outside, and I'll do them all together on the outside another day, but I'm going to do the inside of Basil's now and get that done. Okay, so I'll crack on with that. So that's the stable all done. I've wiped all the windows. As I say, I've only done the inside. I've cleaned out the water and the inside of this one as well. Obviously they'll be much better when the outside is done, but as I said, I'm going to do the outside all together, and ideally and usually I try and do all the stables of the cobwebs and all the windows and everything together, but I've got some stuff at home that I've got to do today, so I thought, well, I'll make a start and just do one stable today, and then I could do Tommy's another day and Chesney's then another day after that. So I've just taken their rugs off. So they're having a lovely time. Oh, Tommy's just doing a nice little pile of poo for me. Excellent. It's quite bright. Anyway, so they're all out having a nice time, and I'm going to go home and do some jobs. What jobs I've got to do today they will like, because I need to pick all the apples off my tree at home, and they are very tasty apples and the horses like them a lot. So I will be back with a bucket, at least one bucket later, and then the ones that aren't damaged I'll try and save and give them over the next few weeks, and sometimes I have enough that take me all the way up to Christmas, so we'll see. So that's what I'm going to go home to do now. So thanks for watching. It's nice to see Tommy. I was so excited that he put that rug on this morning. He's not so keen on the noise of it when it goes on and off, but once it's on he's fine. So as with the summer sheet, it's just going to be practice with that really, and I'm really pleased I've got one stable done at least. So thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.